tonight's story is here to bring you warmth and a peaceful night. Me Sunshine, the tale of Poppy and Aster. This story is about a girl named Poppy and a hedgehog named Aster, who go on an adventure to explore the world beyond their familiar forest and strengthen their unbreakable bond of friendship under the sunshine. On the edge of a tranquil forest, in a quaint little cottage, lives a girl named Poppy. She had a curious mind and a heart full of wonder, always eager to explore the world around her. One sunny morning, while playing in the field behind her home, Poppy stumbled upon a tiny hedgehog curled into a ball. His quills shimmered under the sunshine, and his little nose twitched with curiosity. Poppy named him Aster. From that day on, Poppy and Aster became inseparable friends. They would spend their days exploring the forest, climbing trees, and chasing butterflies. Poppy would share her secrets with Aster, and in turn, Aster would respond with gentle snuffles and tiny, joyful squeals. One afternoon, as they rested under the grand oak tree, Aster started to feel a bit downcast. Poppy noticed and asked him why he was sad. Aster explained that he had never really seen the world beyond the forest, and that he longed to experience the sunlight on distant hills and the sparkling streams in the meadows. Poppy's heart ached for her little friend, and she decided they would embark on a grand adventure. Early the next morning, with the dew still fresh on the grass, Poppy and Aster set off to explore beyond the familiar woods. They climbed high hills where the sun greeted them with warm rays, and they discovered meadows filled with wildflowers of every color imaginable. Aster's eyes sparkled with joy as he basked in the sunlight and saw the beauty of the world for the first time. Poppy felt a warm sense of happiness seeing Aster so delighted. Together they ventured through valleys, crossed bubbling streams, and even made friends with other woodland creatures they met along the way. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the landscape, Poppy and Aster found a cozy spot on a hill to rest. They watched the sunset together, their hearts full of contentment. Poppy realized that while the adventure was incredible, the best part was sharing it with her friend Aster. From that day forward, every adventure, whether big or small, was a celebration of their friendship and the joy of experiencing the sunshine together. Even as the seasons changed and they grew older, the bond between Poppy and Aster remained unbreakable. Through sunshine and rain, they knew their friendship was the brightest light in their life. Here, another story to bring you calm. The Promise Between Lily and Lobelia. This story is about the unbreakable bond between a human girl named Lily and a mermaid named Lobelia, the power of promises and friendship. Once upon a time, in a quaint little coastal village lived a kind-hearted girl named Lily. Every evening, she would stroll down the serene beach, collecting shells and admiring the colors of the setting sun. One calm evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Lily discovered a shining sail glimmering in the sand. Eagerly, she picked it up and wondered what creature it came from. Suddenly a soft melodious voice echoed from the sea. "Thank you for finding my sail," said a gentle, graceful mermaid emerging from the waves. Her name was Lobelia, and she had enchanting azure eyes that matched the ocean. From that moment, Lily and Lobelia formed an unbreakable bond. They met each evening at the beach, sharing stories of their worlds. Lobelia spoke of underwater palaces, vibrant coral gardens, and playful dolphins. Lily would describe the bustling village life, the sweet aroma of baked bread, and the melodies of human music. As the days turned into weeks, their friendship blossomed into something magical. They made a promise to each other. Lily vowed to keep Lobelia's existence a secret, and Lobelia promised to protect Lily from any harm that the sea could bring. trusting each other wholeheartedly. Their hearts were filled with warmth. However, one stormy night, the sea raged and the wind howled ferociously. Lily, worried for her friend, braved the tempest to reach the beach. She called out for Lobelia, her voice barely audible against the roaring waves. From the depths, Lobelia heard her cries and swiftly swam to the shore. In that moment, Lily slipped and fell into the violent sea. Without hesitation, Lobelia dove in and pulled Lily to safety, wrapping her in a comforting embrace. They sheltered in a hidden cave until the storm passed. The next morning, the skies were clear, and the sea was calm once more. Grateful for each other's company, they watched the sunrise together. From then on, their promise grew even stronger. Lily continued to visit the beach, and Lobelia remained her guardian of the sea. The bond they shared became a legend in the village, though no one knew the true story behind the tales. Their promise, woven from threads of trust and love, showed that even the most different worlds could unite through friendship and loyalty. And so, Lily and Lobelia's story lives on as a testament to the power of promises kept. Let's wander further into tonight's stories. Fudging Buns, Cal and Angelonia. This story is about a deep friendship formed between a girl named Calla and a kind-hearted troll named Angelonia, whose bond brings new life and harmony to an ancient forest. In a little village nestled at the edge of an ancient forest, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Cal. Calla loved to explore the forest, feeling a deep connection to the flora and fauna that thrived there. One day, while wandering through a particularly dense part of the woods, she stumbled upon a hidden glade washed in the golden light of sunset. In the center of the glade stood a small hut, vines twining up its sides and flowers blooming brilliantly despite the late hour. Curiosity piqued, Calla approached the hut and knocked gently on the door. To her surprise, the door was opened by a troll, but not the fierce and dangerous kind she had read about in fairy tales. This troll was gentle-looking with large, soulful eyes and a friendly smile. "Hello," said the troll in a deep yet soft voice. "My name is Angelonia. Who might you be?" Cal introduced herself and quickly realized that Angelonia was no ordinary troll. She was kind and wise, with a profound love for the forest. "Would you like to come in for some tea?" Angelonia asked, and Cal eagerly agreed. As they sipped tea from delicate floral cups, Cal and Angelonia exchanged stories, while shared her love for the forest, speaking of the joy she found in its beauty and peace. Angelonia, in turn, spoke of her loneliness hidden away in the glade where few dared to venture. Over time, the two forged a deep friendship, built on their mutual love for the forest and understanding of each other's hearts. Cal visited Angelonia often, bringing with her niece from the village and sharing tales of her adventures in the woods. In return, Angelonia taught Calla about the secrets of the forest, how to speak the language of the trees and how to heal with herbs and flowers. The bond they formed was so strong that it began to resonate throughout the forest, bringing new life and harmony to all its inhabitants. The villagers noticed the change, marveling at the sudden abundance of flowers and the sweet songs of birds filling the air. They were curious about the cause, but never managed to discover the hidden glade or its gentle guardian. Ella and Angelonia's friendship became a beautiful secret shared between them and the forest they loved. Together, they ensured the preservation and flourishing of the ancient woodland, forging a legacy of kindness and care that would be remembered by nature for generations to come. The next story awaits, calm and peaceful. Magnolia and Heather, Guardians of the Stars. This story is about Magnolia and her dragon friend Heather, who embark on a journey to discover the secrets of a special star, ultimately becoming its guardians and bringing its magic to their village. Once upon a time, in a land where stars shone brightly against the velvet night, lived a kind-hearted girl named Magnolia, and her best friend, a gentle dragon named Heather. Magnolia had always been fascinated by the stars, spending her nights gazing up at the brilliant display above. Heather, with her shimmering emerald scales and wings as graceful as a dancer's, loved to accompany Magnolia on her stargazing adventures. One night, as they lay on a grassy hill, Magnolia pointed to a particularly bright star that seemed to twinkle more than the others. "That star must be special," she whispered, her eyes filled with wonder. Heather nodded. "Maybe it is waiting for someone like you to notice it." The two friends decided to embark on a journey to discover the star's secrets. They traveled across vast landscapes, through lush forests and over majestic mountains, guided by the star's radiant light. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and Magnolia felt a deep sense of connection to Heather, which filled her heart with warmth. After many days, they reached an ancient, mystical lake that mirrored the night sky perfectly. In the center of the lake stood an island with a grand, glowing tree that seemed to touch the heavens. "This must be where the star's magic comes from," Magnolia explained. With Heather's help, she flew to the island and approached the tree. To their amazement, a small, glowing star rested in the tree's branches. "It is beautiful," Magnolia breathed, reaching out to touch it. As her fingers brushed the star, it began to pulse with light, sending a wave of warmth through her. Voice echoed from the tree, "Thank you for finding me. I am the star of hopes and dreams, and I have chosen you to be my guardians." Magnolia and Heather pledged to protect the star and ensure its light continued to shine for all to see. They returned to their village, where the star's magic filled the nights with even more splendid light. The villagers were in awe of the duo's courage and the star's brilliance. Magnolia and Heather continued to explore the night sky, learning more about the stars and their stories. And so, under the watchful eyes of the stars, including the special one they had found, they lived happily ever after, knowing their bond and love could conquer any darkness. Let this story bring you comfort as you drift to sleep.